Hello, welcome to your eclipse reading for August 2017. Normally I do the monthly forecast videos separate from and in addition to the eclipse forecast videos, but I decided to combine the month of August readings with the eclipse readings, so I'll be making 12 videos instead of 24 this month. I'm recording these a week into August already. We just had the full moon lunar eclipse on the 7th, which was exact at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a very active month astrologically, so I would really be surprised if things were fairly quiet and uneventful in our lives throughout August. Aside from the eclipses, we have Mercury going retrograde on Saturday the 12th, which is sandwiched in between the eclipses as the featured planetary energy. We also have Saturn going direct on the 25th at 5:09 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this is an important time for destined and fated events to occur because it is the karmic nodes that cause the eclipses twice a year, whenever we have a full or new moon near these points. The new moon solar eclipse occurs on Monday, August 21st at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Magha Nakshatra within the Leo constellation at 4 degrees 46 minutes using the sidereal zodiac. Even if you are using tropical coordinates, it is still occurring in the sign of Leo at 28 degrees 52 minutes. I'll be doing something a little different for the eclipse readings. For the solar eclipse, I will roll these astrological dice and cast a quick chart sketch to interpret how its energy will most likely be affecting your sign. Then I will draw from the Karma Cards deck and similarly interpret its energy for the month in general. And lastly, I will draw a couple of tarot cards for any additional messages about the eclipse and the essence of August. So let's go ahead and get started with your readings. Libra, let's see what the Astro Dice have to show us for how the solar eclipse energy is going to be affecting your sign. Okay. All right, so we have K2, the south node of the moon, in Aries in the 3rd house. Okay, so K2 is all about letting go. Okay, it's a detachment energy. Okay, and Aries is very much about your will. It's about the self, really. It's the first sign in the natural zodiac. So there's something about yourself that you are able to let go. Now, what aspect is that? It's the 3rd house. It could be thoughts, communication, the way that you speak, the way that you communicate, the way that you come across, the way that you respond and react actually to other people. This could be, in a sense, removing blocks, like mental blocks as well. Aries does rule the head, and you have the 3rd house of thoughts here. And this is about just letting go, detachment, letting go of, you know, preconceived notions, ideas, things that no longer are working for you. It does have an element of surrender with K2. So I just wanted to sort of share that there is an element of detachment and letting go. Okay, whenever you have the solar eclipses, they tend to bring sudden changes. So sudden things come in, sudden things go out. You could be very perceptive around this time without, you just get information, you don't know why or you don't know how, and it's just like go with it, trust it, because it's coming from like a spiritual source. Okay, there could be, well, let's go ahead and do the chart for this. So I wanted to go ahead and create a chart. I've already done the preliminary work here by making the frame for it. And I wanted to roll the dice here to see how this ends up, the chart ends up being. So we can't use K2 in the chart, although that is a part of your message, which is detachment, liberation, freedom from, you know, materialism, excess, all of that, the ways of the world. You're sort of purifying. This is the energy of that. We're going to go ahead and keep that in mind. But it's not a planetary ruler of any of the signs or houses. So we're going to have a planet here. And really it's the nodes, Rahu and Ketu, the south node and the north node, that cause the eclipses whenever you have a full moon or a new moon next to these eclipse points. These nodes, it causes the eclipses. So, but we do need a planet for this part of the reading. So please show me the energy. Libra, Mars. Okay. Mars is very penetrating, it's very focused, it's very driven, it's very active mind. So quieting an active mind, Libra, looks like quieting the mind chatter. That's really the sense that I get here, but we're going to go ahead and draw the chart. So let's start with the house. You have the third house. We're going to go ahead and illuminate that. Third house, and it's in the sign of Aries. Okay. And you have Mars here, Mars, in the third house of Aries. So we're going to just go around and create the chart. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Sorry for the sloppy glyphs here, but I didn't want to waste too much time doing this. Anyway, so here you have an Aquarius rising chart, and you have Mars in the third house. Now, Mars rules over, what does Mars rule? Aries, right? Mars is the natural planetary ruler of Aries. And also, so it's in its own sign here. It's in its sign rulership. So there's a special emphasis on the third house. Third house is communication. It's almost like aggressive communication, since Mars is here. It's like really wants to get its point across, has a lot of opinions, right? Okay, it also, traditionally, in traditional astrology, it is the ruler, also dual ruler of Scorpio. So we're going to highlight where Scorpio is in this chart. And it's here in the 10th house. 10th house is your goals. It is, so it's your goals, it's your reputation, it's your, not just your job, but it's your career, it's your occupation, it's like things that you want to accomplish in life. And it's also the most public house too. It's where people see you. Okay, it's the public, it's fame, it's notoriety, it's also a little bit of, you know, reputation as well. But this is like what you are sharing with the world here. Now, you may be more opinionated at this time, Libra, at the time of the eclipse. You may have some very pressing points to get across, where maybe normally you're a little bit more passive. You're going to be more active in communicating, and you know, there is a difference between being aggressive in your communication and assertive in your communication. Do you get your point across without hammering it into the ground, basically? So this is the energy that I'm seeing for you. It's also, Mars is also about determination, right? It's very focused, very laser-like precision when it comes to your ideas, okay? So you know exactly what it is that you want to accomplish. And if you haven't for a while, you've been confused, or you just are lacking the courage to really get things going and getting things into motion when it comes to getting your ideas across, or the communication when it comes to your career. Eclipse is going to sort of change that for you. It's going to sort of open that door for you. So that's the first part of this reading. And I wanted to mention, Libra, it's not just whether your sun is in Libra, or your moon or your ascendant. If you have any major planets in the sign of Libra, this reading is for you. So it can be your sun, moon, or ascendant, or any other, if you have a heavy influence of Libra in your chart, or if you just identify with Libra energy, this reading is for you. So the next part of this, I wanted to do the planet signs and houses by using the Karma cards deck. This is a special astrology deck that I have, and I'm going to be pulling some messages, and this is for the month of August in its entirety. So not necessarily just focused on the eclipse, but just the general energy of August as a whole. Yeah, the sun, solar eclipse. Okay, well, the solar eclipse is going to be a very important time of change. The sun is the self, it's the spirit, it's your soul, it's your willpower. Aquarius, we have an Aquarius rising chart. This is it in the second house. Money, values. You're going to be putting a lot of energy into sharing, maybe on the World Wide Web. Again, the way that we communicate these days is a little bit different. It's not just like word of mouth. It's not just in your community or your neighborhood, but it's all over the world. It's just spread instantly. So you could be doing something online. You're going to be putting a lot of energy into that, into like making money. Okay. So when I want to look at these cards, not so much for the wheel, like to do, you know, a wheel like I did like this. I want to look at more of the sentences that it comprises, the message that it comes across. So with each of these categories, the planets, the signs, and the houses, you have all of these words, and I'm going to sort of put them together. So it's not very smooth. Sometimes it can be a little choppy, so we'll have to sort of interpret that, what that means. The blue color is different from the orange color. The orange color is, it's external. It's the active energy that is extroverted. The blue energy is internal energy, that it's introverted and it's a little bit passive. So it's within you. It's what you're perceptive, what you're picking up. I did mention with K2 that you may be very perceptive right now to what other people need, and you're sort of maybe there's something to do with like publicity or media, or like really just getting something out there to the public that you have to share. Really getting that. Okay, and it's coming from within you, so maybe you could draw in some more income from that. Okay. You have some sort of resource to use, but let's go ahead and see how this is playing out on a spiritual, mental, and physical level. So the three rows here are the spiritual, mental, and physical. Spiritual, mental, physical, as represented by the S, the M, and the P, which is like this mind, body, spirit as a whole. It's really all the same, but it's just expressing itself in different forms. So on the spiritual level, Libra, you have the creation of your vision and your beliefs. Creating your vision from what you believe. I feel like this is going to be very healing to you on a spiritual level. It's almost like a necessity, like you have to do this. The mental is gaining of respect for or from what's new and different about what you value. So I feel like you have something new and different to offer, that you're going to be gaining some sort of respect. The 10th house again is respect, notoriety. Again, it's like your reputation. So let's put gaining status. Why not? From something new of value that you may be sharing with other people. And on the physical plane, so it's like you have to get your mindset sort of, you have a very strong mindset this month, okay? Third house, Aries, it's all about focus, unwavering focus, unwavering determination. This is probably the strongest out of all three of these. On the physical plane, you've got, you know, things brought to life, use an unconventional way, and your resources. Okay, so it's a new way of bringing in resources that you're going to be bringing to life. So let's see, bringing unconventional let's just put bringing unconventional resources, let's see, into your life. So this could be like a side income or something like that that's spurred on from your ideas, that you're something you're very passionate about. You're really communicating this to the people around you. It's like an immediate resource that you have to offer to people in your environment. Looks good. So, Libra, whether or not this is your, you know, sun, your moon, your rising sign, it doesn't matter. It's just the energy of Libra, again, what you identify with. Now, I wanted to use these tools with these like special karma cards deck and the astro dice to sort of supplement what I normally do with the tarot. I do like to use the tarot, but I wanted a variety this time for divination. So this was a little bit of an experiment, and it was fun for me to do. Hopefully it's fun for you. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot wants to show us as far as the image goes for the solar eclipse. How is the solar eclipse going to be affecting the Libra energy? Show me the image. What's the card? What's the card for the solar eclipse for Libra? Show me the card for the solar eclipse, Libra. The moon. Well, the moon goes in front of the sun, as you can see here. It's blocking this out. I got this card for Virgo as well. So, when I only pull one or two cards, again, it's really unusual to get repeat cards unless they're just very important. So you're sharing this energy with Virgo. The moon energy is a creative energy. Okay, it's your mindset, something that you're sharing with other people. I get the sense that there is a holistic, natural, something that you're sharing that has something to do with like holistic, something natural. It's maybe a lifestyle, because you have the trees here, which is very much nature. It's very grounded. Okay. And the moon would, you know, also could represent fears. And the Mars energy that you're going to be using is going to sort of have the courage to face any sort of fear here of the unknown. The moon is a little bit of a mystery as well. It's also has a feminine feel to it. The moon is very feminine. It's also connecting the male and the female together. You have this the solar sun male energy, the lunar moon feminine energy is sort of coming together. There's an integration here that's happening. It's bringing men and women together. Okay. Let's see what else. Show me the energy for August as a whole. What is the energy of August in general going to look like? the Magician. Beautiful. Wow. This feels very empowering. You're actually standing on money. You have the ability to manifest money this month. New resources coming in from your ideas that will help the public, both men and women. You are the Magician. You have radiating this very powerful energy. It's like whatever you focus on is what you're going to manifest. It's not a matter of whether or not you manifest, because you will be. It is what are you manifesting. It looks like you're sort of seated on here, on the pentacle here, which represents money, physical things. You have resources available to you. You have right here, it's something that you have been thinking of for a while. It's in the back of your mind, but it's upright and it's sort of piercing through this, you know, this energy that you're shining out. So it's very much like an idea. This is the clarity of mind. This is the third house. It's communication. It's upright. It's very tall. You also have a cup and a wand down here, and I feel like those are the lesser energies that you're going to use. I feel like the two here to the left here, the pentacle and the sword, are very much powerful tools for you to use. Your words, your thoughts, your resources to create money, being resourceful this month. Libra, and things sort of shining, coming out into the light. You have sort of this eclipse energy. Once that passes, it's like boom, the floodgates open. You've got more money coming to you. You've got things coming to you, maybe even people that could help you that are coming to you. And on a lesser sense, I do feel like it's something that you will love doing. There are relationships, there are people, but they're in the background. The wand, it's like, you know what, you've already manifested this. You can pick up that wand again, but it's like you're already doing it. You're sitting on money here. So the month of August looks very fortunate for you as far as creating new things, new abundance, money, resources, things like that. You are the Magician. You can also be very flexible. So Libra, this is the energies that I was getting for your sign for the eclipse and the month of August. If you have any questions or comments that you want to share, feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I will go ahead and address those. We'll see you in the upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching and liking my videos, and for subscribing to my channel. If you would like a personal reading that is custom to you and your current situation, feel free to contact me through my website, sungoddessashley.com, or via email. I will leave the links in the description box below. Thank you, and make it a great month.